What's going on, YouTube? It's James with Shyhammer Fantasy Battle Reports, and yes, I did just cluck like a penguin, or laugh like a penguin. Anyways, it's Game 4 of the Buckeye Battles. Game 4, and I am excited to give you guys Game 4. Game 4 is probably one of the tougher and harder games that I played at this tournament, and or more challenging is the word I should be looking for. But before I get to the game itself, I got to show you guys this picture right here. This is a picture of all our YouTubers that were at Buckeye Battles. The one person I did miss on this picture was Joe from Ohio Hammer. I just want to throw that out there. I couldn't find him at this day. This day we were all trying to get everybody together. I was just pulling everybody over, and I was just like, guys, we're gonna take a picture together. And as you can see on the bottom left, that is Gene Phelps from Wargaming from the Balcony. Next to him, that is it used to be Spam Slamwich, but now it's Woghammer Ben Nelson. Next to him, it's Tunis and Witchify, which was my opponent in round 1. Next to him, that is the Godfather himself, Mr. OB Once Bitten. Next to him is Justin Jones from Hoylesmad, or I don't know how to say that. Hallismade? I don't know. Anyways, behind Justin is Len the Tyrant, who's also a ETC member. And then you can tell which ones are the ETC with the white shirts. But next to him, that is Andrew Sherman from Ohio Hammer. And then in the back, that is my brother Jesse, which doesn't have a YouTube channel, but you guys always see his army on my channel, so I figured you might as well see Jesse. And then there's me in the middle with Vince Venturella touching my shoulder very creepily. I think this goes back to the Lord Tremendous thing where somebody has to be touching me and something like that. I don't know. Anyways, moving on. So I'm into round 4. If you guys watch my first 3 videos to this tournament, round 1 I ended up getting a decent win against Tuna, and my Orcs ate some tuna sandwiches that day. Round 2 I ended up having to hold my tongue against the Demon Legion army because his Demon Princess was there making sure that I couldn't swear at all, and that's what or his spawn, I guess. Anyways, but we got a decent win on that one. It was actually a very close game, but I ended up pulling out ahead in points. Round 3, the Chicken Rock took total advantage of Mike Smith's vampire army, and the Chicken Rock just destroyed pretty much the whole army. So we're gonna go into round 4, and in round 4 I'm playing against Joel. I forgot his last name. Joel Flint. That's what it was. Now Joel is on an incredible record right now. He had 2 massacre wins, and then he had a small defeat by ETC's Chris. So there's Chris, since he's on my team, he was like, hey, listen, who are you playing next? I said, this guy Joel. He's like, that's the guy I just fought. And I was like, oh shit, what did he have? And he told me, he goes, this guy has an all-cavalry army. His whole army, I'm going to show you a picture of it together. This whole army has 1-up armor, 2-up armor, 3-up armor guys. And that's basically it. I think the weakest thing he has is probably a 2-up armor, actually. I don't think there is any 3-up armor. So it's like, holy shit! Like, what am I supposed to do with that? Now, on the plus note, I do have big anti-cavalry killers. I have Orcs with spears, and I have Trolls with vomit. But he's a smart player. He probably won't fall for those easy tricks. So we're going to have to see what we're going to have to do. One objective in this game, well, the main objective in this game is the forest. There's a forest in the center, and you'll see the map when I pull out it later. But basically, this forest in the center gives you irresistible frenzy. You cannot do a frenzy check and not call out a charge. You have to charge if you're touching the forest. But the goal is to keep the forest at the end of the game, which is going to be incredibly hard if you guys are charging out at the closest unit every turn. So, as you can see, this is his left side of the table. He has a lord on a griffin on the left there. That guy is basically a Koopa loadout. It's a 1-up, 4-up, but the only problem is that his griffin is a lot stronger than Koopa's spider. He has 2 units of demigriffs on this side over here, 4 each, and then he has that giant thing in the middle. That's the Hurricanrana, or whatever it's called, Hurricanum. It is a basically a altar that gives them distracting, like in a bubble, and it does a spell as well. So pretty much I need to get rid of that. I cannot have his whole army -1 to hit, basically, at all times. He has 2 wizards. One's a Lore of Shadow wizard, and then the other one is I forget. You'll see in a minute. Over here you can see he has another that is not playing with your eyes. That's another Lord on a Griffin, and neither one of them is his general, because his general's right next to him. That is a prelate on a war altar, or whatever it's called, and basically that's his general. He has a 1-up, 4-up. He has he's stubborn. He is a motherfucker, and he's also immune to lethal strike. So even if I hit him with the spears, it doesn't matter. I gotta kill this guy, and I have to go through his armor, and I have to do it like legit. He has 2 units of Empire cavalry. I forgot what they're called in this, but basically he has 2 small units, and then he has 1 bus, and that bus is like 13 guys, I think, in it, or something like that. Roughly around 13 guys in there. His BSB's in that unit over there with the big bus. Yeah, and this is gonna be pretty tough, just to say the least. I have a very shooty army, but his army is made to just run into my face as fast as possible, so I have to take advantage of that. So I'm going to, of course, try to line up against the line. I'm going to pull up a picture of my army. Basically, I have 2 Gargantula spiders, web flingers included. I got a unit of 34 orc Ed Bashers with spears, and I have a unit of 6 cave trolls. I do have a squig hopper unit of crossbow orcs, 20 of them, and then 2 rock lobbers. I have 1 goblin shaman, 1 orc shaman. Then my general's in the unit of orcs, my BSB's in the unit of orcs, and then I have King Koopa. And if I'm missing something, you'll see it in a minute. Basically, for my spells, I did get I got the ward save spell, which is Oi, no dying, and then I rolled a 4, and I think 4 was I'm trying to remember which one 4 is. It's the Hand of Gork. So I contemplated taking the Hand of Gork, but at the same time, Hand of Gork is a very high cost spell, and I feel like these guys are going to be in my face no matter what, especially with those guys flying around and shit like that. So I'm just like, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and, instead of taking the Hand of Gork, I'm going to take the signature spell, which was Get 'em Lads. Now, for my Goblin spells, I got Itching and Scratching, which is minus initiative, minus movement, which I'm hoping to use that minus movement more than anything. I got Evil Eye, which I contemplated not even taking Evil Eye. I contemplated taking whatever else I had, but I think the other thing was just not as beneficial. It wasn't Sneaky Stabbing, because Sneaky Stabbing I would at least be able to get armor piercing. It was something that I was just kind of like, you know, I don't see myself doing so well with this, and at least with the Evil Eye, I could try to throw it out every round and hopefully pick off a knight here, a knight there. And then I got Curse of the Green Moon. And Curse of the Green Moon's my ace up my sleeve. If you watch my last game, Curse of the Green Moon, just the Mean Moon. I'm gonna call it the Mean Moon because that thing is mean when it goes off. But it took out like 17 Barrow Knights. So if it could take out 17 not Knights, but 17 Barrow Guard. So if it could take out a shit ton of Barrow Guard, I'm hoping I could get it in the right opportunity here. So that's what I'm hoping for. My opponent, he ended up having Devouring Darkness, Glimpse of the End, Shadow Miasma, Turn to Smoke, and Mind Razor. Now, Devouring Darkness is the one spell that kind of scares me shitless because I have trolls, and I have to take initiative tests, and they're probably gonna just die. So, and it goes right through the regen. At least they have magic resistance, but that's the only spell that he has that actually does damage from far. I think he does have Burning Brightness though, and all these spells are coming up sideways for me, so I could just tell you what I can see. I can see like something light, Divine Banishment, and I don't know, Ulna's Blessing or something like that. I don't know. He has a bunch of stuff though, and you know. So he has a couple magic missiles, he has a couple movement spells, he has a couple things to debuff me. He has a lot of spells actually for it makes sense why Mike Hernandez always tells me to bring 7 spells, but I'm not an Empire player. I don't get all these bounce spells like this. Anyways, as you can see, we lined up across the table. I ended up picking sides. So I picked the side I'm on, and I ended up dropping everything first as fast as I could because, I know he has a very fast army that could make it to my side of the table. My whole advantage right now is to try to drop rocks on him. Now, my first goal is to take out his that Hurricanum thing, whatever it's called, the Lexicana thing, I don't know what it's called. The thing with the Minotaur on it, I'm just going to call it the Minotaur. My whole deal is to take that out first, because that's going to help him with his -1 to hits and all that. And the closer he gets, the worse that's going to become and harder to take out. So I'm going to go ahead and line up my... I'm glad that my crossbow orcs are kind of lined up across from it, but he's using the hill to his advantage. He's using the hill so I can't shoot him. As you can see, that's the forest in the middle that causes frenzy. We have a building on the right side, and the building on the right side is actually funneling for us, so I'm just going to have to hold on to that as well. Basically, I don't have a picture of movement. I didn't really move much, but where you can see my crossbow orcs, I have the chicken rock to the right of him, I have the A-rock to the right of that one, and Koopa's on the right side as well. I have my chaff just trying to chill in between the cracks, so that way the chaff can come out later. And I understand my opponent knows that I have this chaff waiting, so you'll see he'll try to take it out as fast as possible. My crossbow orcs, I ended up making them smaller than 10 wide. I ended up making them like 6 wide, and the reasoning for this was because a lot of the stuff he has is 1-up armor, 1 or 2-up armor, so my crossbows aren't really going to be doing much in the fact of killing people. So I kind of want to keep the bubble smaller and shorter, basically, so I can keep the leadership bubble between the orcs and the spiders pretty well done, so that way, or pretty well rounded, so that way I can keep the leadership. So they don't run away if they get stuck in a stubborn fight. Anyways, let me get into the game. We're going to go ahead and start off. Since I dropped first, I dropped everything first. I'm going to go ahead and go first. It's going to go round 1, Orcs and Goblins, and I didn't move. Obviously, I'm playing Corner Hammer right now because I have to, and it's going to go straight into Magic. So Magic, I got 11 power dice. First thing I do is I go ahead and I throw up Oi No Dying onto my trolls. And I do this based on the fact that he does have Devouring Darkness. If he gets Devouring Darkness off onto my trolls, they have MR3, and then they'll stack on top of the ward. They'll have a 2-up ward against Devouring Darkness. That's the only spell I get to throw off because I am not 24 inches away. I can't hit any magic missiles. I can't really do shit else. So let's go to shooting. I'm going to shoot the A-Rock. And these are my secret weapons here. My A-Rock and my Chicken Rock throwing web launchers. They're going to go ahead and web launch his knights, and BAM! Get him. I actually end up killing off one of the guys, which is awesome. It gets them anyway, so that way they're going to have to take DTs. I'm going to go ahead and shoot my Rock Lobber. The other web launcher I don't think hit shit, so I think it just missed. And I'm going to go ahead and try to shoot, I think I tried to shoot actually the War Altar. No, I think I ended up aiming for this. But I ended up drifting a direct hit, but it was behind the hill. But it was like a 4-inch shift, minus the 3 for the ballistic skill. I ended up hitting this guy, only putting on 2 wounds. That sucks. I was hoping to kill it, and that's all I really did. So I'm gonna go ahead and start off turn 1, Empire of the Sonnstahl. Alright, so he just moves up. Everybody's coming up. He's not really scared of shit, obviously. He wants to just come straight into my face. And the good news is I still have that building kind of blocking my my funneling on the right side. So he does have these 2 flyers though, and they're coming straight at me. Magic phase, he got 7 power dice. He goes ahead and he does he plays it really tricky. He does Shadow Miasma and lowers the initiative of the Chicken Rock. So I'm like, go for it, man, knock yourself out. So he goes ahead and he does that. Then he goes ahead and he does like a banishment and just like knocks the crap out of the dogs. And I just kind of have to take it for what it was worth. I was like, you know, because as soon as he put the initiative debuff onto the Chicken Rock, I had to stop his Devouring Darkness on the Chicken Rock. So, that was about it. We're going to go to turn 2, Orcs and Goblins. Turn 2, Orcs and Goblins. Again, I don't really move up. I actually move my A-Rock back. I have Koopa up a little bit more to kind of like goad his Demigryphs on the right side. My right side. I kind of have the trolls chilling back, the orcs chilling back. They're kind of fanning out because we're getting surrounded on the left side as well. But that's kind of how it looks right now. Magic phase, I got 8 power dice. I go ahead and I throw up Evil Eye because now he's in range. I'm throwing it into his knights, and all I'm doing is throwing for Hail Marys to try to kill some. And BAM! Kill 2. Well, because he failed 2 armor saves. Strength 3 shots. I'm doing like 5 or 6 wounds, so I'm hoping that I could just peel off 1 or 2 guys, which is working. Then I go ahead and I kind of reveal my hand, and I'm like, I got the freaking the Mean Moon. The Mean Moon goes off, and then he stops it. He dispels it. So then I go ahead and I do itching and scratching to lower his movement, and he stops. I think I just failed that one outright. We're gonna go to shooting. Shoot the Chicken Rock into his group, and boom, hit him. He makes all his armor saves though, but I do stick him again with web launching, and he honestly didn't care. He was just going through it. I'm gonna go and shoot this guy, misfires. I'm gonna go and shoot these guys into his same guys, his horsemen, whatever they're called, and I end up killing off one guy, and that's about it. It's gonna go ahead and start off turn 2, Empire of the Sonnstahl. Empire's turn 2. He's charging his Griffin Lord. Oh shit, here it goes. And he's getting closer to the Frenzy Forest too, by the way, might I add. He's gonna charge him into the crossbows, and I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna stand and shoot. Hopefully I can do something. I don't think I do a goddamn thing. He does fail his charge though, and lands into the Frenzy Forest. Right now would be a great time for me to have my dogs, but I don't. He killed my dogs. Magic Face, he got 4 power dice. He goes ahead, and whatever he did, I dispelled it. There really wasn't anything else. He doesn't have any shooting. It's going to go right back into my turn. Orcs and Goblins, turn 3. These turns are going super fast, might I add. Turn 3, I'm like, you know what? He's in charge range now. He's in my charge range, and vice versa. And if I don't take advantage of this, I have to. His general does have that mirror of Sana, or whatever it is, the locket of Sana. So basically, he's going to take all my attacks from my general if we get into a fight in the challenge. So I'm like, you know what, though? He can't take the Chicken Rock's attack. So Chicken Rock is going in, charging downhill. I'm hoping I could get in, do a couple wounds, hoping I could kill the son of a bitch, or at least make him run. And worst case scenario, I'm going to be stubborn. He's going to go ahead and try to attack with a couple units. I might live them all. And guys, here's the ambulance. Anyways, if I get there and I'm stubborn and I can hold them all off, I could give myself enough time to get in closer with my orcs. So that's what I'm hoping for. So I charge in, and it's like a 9-inch charge, and I get in. Bam! Right there. So I go ahead and I move my orcs up. Now here's the cool thing. Is I moved my trolls. Oh, I'm sorry. My trolls ended up charging his griffins that were coming up on the left side as well. So the trolls are in, and I'm keeping the orc bubble close. I'm keeping my general's bubble relatively close, where I can keep the stubborn on them. The trolls don't have, won't lose my leadership. The A-Rock starts coming this way. Koopa charged into the demigriffs on the right side. I don't know why I didn't take pictures of all these charges, because the game was so intense. That's what it was. Anyways, I moved the Squig Hoppers behind the building, so nothing's charging the Squig Hoppers, but I'm moving the I'm moving the A-Rock through the hill, so that way I can come help out with my friends on the left side. I'm hoping Koopa can take on the demigriffs on the right side, but this is looking okay. This is not bad. The forest is still the Frenzy Forest, so he's still going to attack with his freaking Knight dudes, and he has to charge the closest unit, which right now is my Orcs. His Griffin's going to probably have to charge the Chicken Rock if the Chicken Rock can't handle the General right now. Magic Phase got 9 power dice, and I love this Zinch dice. I love it, or Zenich, or I don't know how to say that word, but anyways, you all know what I mean. I love that dice. It's so awesome. I go ahead and I throw up Curse of the Green Moon, he stops it. I go ahead and I throw up Evil Eye, he stops it. I throw up the Itchy Nuisance, he stops it. No, I throw up the Ward Save, he stops it. And he ends up using a Dispel Scroll on one of those. I'm guessing it was the Moon, the Mean Moon. So I go ahead and I shoot my crossbow orcs into his Arcane Engine, and I do 1 wound onto it. I go ahead and I shoot the web launcher into these guys who have to charge, and it gets them, and they're going to come at me. And then over here, he ends up doing 2, 4, 6, 8 wounds. 8! And I I don't get any armor saves. I ward saved, or regen saved, 7 of the 8. He only did 1 wound. He was just like, oh shit. They're going to puke back and they killed off one of the demigriffs and did an extra wound. Now, I charged, I got a rank, I did 4 wounds. They are running, and they're going to run away. But I don't chase, because if I do chase, my trolls are going to be out in the middle of nowhere for the rest of the game, and they're just not going to do any good. So I restrain, I let those SOBs run, and I turn around. As for the combat with the Chicken Rock, for some reason I don't have a picture of it, but the combat with the Chicken Rock ends up doing 1 wound onto the General. I did get the multi-wounder off, but he ward saved that one specifically, and I was just like, ah, that sucks. I was hoping that would have killed his ass. And he fails to wound the Chicken Rock, but he is stubborn, and it's going to go ahead and start off his turn. Empire of the Sonnstahl, turn 3. Empire's turn 3. Here it goes. Frenzy charge, frenzy charge. He's charging it to the Chicken Rock. He's charging it to the Orcs. And you know what? He decides, you know what? I think if I'm going in, I'm going all in. So he charges his night bus up there into the Chicken Rock as well. And I'm like, oh, shit. I wasn't expecting that. Because if he was getting both just the General and the Griffin, I probably would have lived. So I'm like, oh, fuck. That's a lot of guys coming my way. So he gets in here. And I don't know why he only clipped that corner. Oh, because he could. That's why. Takes some DTs. I think he loses 2 guys to DTs, which is just dandy. And then he goes ahead and he moves in everybody over here. Not only that, he charges his engine in too, because he wants the impact hits to kill the Chicken Rock. This guy charges in here, and I believe I shoot him, but it doesn't do a goddamn thing to him. And then these guys just move up into the face of the Chicken Rock, or the A-Rock. Why do I keep on mixing them up? Magic Face, he got 8 powered ice, and he goes ahead, and whatever he did, I just used my Dispel Scroll. I'm like, you know what, hey, this guy's probably going to die soon. I'm going to go ahead and just Dispel it. So I'm like, alright. So then, combat over here, for some reason, we totally missed this combat over here. Combat over here, holy shit. The first time, they did a wound to me, I did a wound to them, I charged, did a wound, they have a banner, they did a wound, I stuck, right? Second time around, I go in, and I end up doing 3 to 4 wounds. I end up killing one of the Demigryphs. They can't even wound Koopa the second time. He's like, dude, how the hell you get a 1-up armor on a Goblin? Not only that, but I got the regen going off. Freaking tank, this guy, man. Koopa is such a tank. So Koopa goes ahead and wins combat. They fail on a steadfast 9 or 8. They fail. And they're gonna run, and Koopa chases them. He doesn't catch them, but they end up doing an extra wound actually. But they don't end up catching him. But it's gonna be my turn next, and I can continue chasing them off the table and probably potentially catch them. Over here, I cause fear onto these guys, which is just great, because that's going to make them harder to hit me at least. But go ahead for impact hits, holy shit. Impact hits, Griffin hits, everything. They do 7 wounds total onto the Chicken Rock. 7. I am initiative 4. I'm going to go ahead and swing first, and I'm like at, again, something. I don't remember what thing, but something I'm attacking first. And I'm just like, you know, when his knights go, the knights are just going to kill me. Everything's a 1-up armor here except for that freaking arcane engine. I'm just going to finish off the engine. Good luck, Chicken Rock. You did a great job. BAM! Take out the engine. It's gone. And Chicken Rock is also, boom, gone. He has to overrun because he's in the Frenzy Forest, though. So his Griffin has to overrun out of the way. And his Night Bus just, boom, hits into my Orcs. And I'm like, oh, shit. And he wants to start this combat right away. So he's going to go ahead and start this combat right away. Actually, not yet. We'll get there in a second. The Griffin over here ends up killing off 4 of my Orcs. I am steadfast on this side over here. I'm going to try to reform into a smaller ranks, I believe. But that's about all I could do. Now we're going to go to combat over here. I challenge. And I can't even do a goddamn wound to his champ because his champ just takes all the freaking armor saves. He ends up picking out my Orc Shaman over here. Now, the guys in front of me are like initiative 2 or 3 or some shit like that. But the guys on the left are using great weapons. So I'm like, you know what? I'm steadfast against them. I have plenty more ranks than they do. Okay? The one thing I do have, though, is I have to make sure I keep Longshot alive. Or, not Longshot, Baxter alive. So, the guys on this side, they end up killing off 2 of these knights. Then, the guys on the other side just pick off those fucking guys with great weapons. Fuck all 5 of them or 6 of them or however many there were. Holy shit. Take them all out. I have spears. They're going striking last. Nobody touches my Goblin Shaman. Killed them all to a man. And he's just like, shit. That was kind of stupid, but whatever. So he's going to go ahead and reform into the center of the Orcs. That's going to be a brawl. And this is kind of how the table looks. Look how crazy this shit looks right now. Ah, man. Alright, it's going to go ahead and start off turn 4 Orcs and Goblins. And I'm like, you know what? I'm hoping for a terror check here. So I go ahead, charge with the A-Rock. He passes his terror check. He's going to be fine. I'm going to go ahead and try to charge with the Trolls. Come on, Trolls. You got this. You're going to get a flank. You're going to fuck these guys up, right? I'm going to go ahead and charge. He didn't even see this one here. I'm going to charge over the building, over the griffin, into his general with the squig hoppers. And he's like, how the hell can you do that? I'm like, they fly. And he goes, they fly? I'm like, they fly. And he's like, what, they fly? And I was like, yes, they fly. And he goes, I don't believe this shit, they fly. I was like, they do fly. They used to bounce, now they fly. And he goes, flying is bullshit. And I'm like, this is not bullshit. They're flying over the building, flying over your guy. You know what? They're jumping on top of the building, jumping off of his head, and jumping right into your freaking general. Anyways, second ambulance, guys. Alright, anyways, these guys failed the charge! Oh my god, out of all the turns in the game, to fail a charge, this is not the charge to fail. These guys needed like a 6 maybe, or 7, and they rolled like a 4. Oh my god, this is horrible. Not only that, but he is going to rally his demigriffs behind him, so it's just like, son of a bitch. I don't know if they did it or not, whatever. They do. So this is kind of how it looks. The A-Rock obviously got in, the squig hoppers got in, and part of the reason I did that with the squig hoppers, again, is just to delay his general a turn or two. Hopefully, maybe the squigs actually do some damage. Who knows? Oh man, these son of a bitches over here. Anyways, magic phase, I got however many dice that is. 5 plus the blurry ass dice that you can't see with the light. Anyways, so I go ahead and I do itching and scratching, and he goes ahead and I do this one just to kind of get dice out of him, and he doesn't fall for it. But I'm like, you know what? He has 5 dice. I have 5 dice. He doesn't have a dispel scroll. Here it goes. Curse of the Mean Moon, bitches. I get double 6s and he doesn't, and he's just like, shit. He's like, oh, you can't do that. I go, why? He goes, because you're in close combat. I'm like, dude, I just had this conversation with the vampire guy. Now I'm going to have it with you. I could do this spell. And he's like, nope. And he actually took time to look it up. And sure enough, it's a vortex and it could go into close combat. So I'm going to do it. I don't roll a 6. Thank the Lord. I only roll like a 2. And check this out. It goes through all the fucking knights. All the knights. Oh my god. Okay, so he has 12 guys there. I am not kidding. Out of the 12 guys there, it killed 9. He's like, holy shit. Killed, or is it 9? Let's see. 3, 6, 7, 8. 8 of them. Holy shit. Holy shit. It didn't kill his BSB or his 2 wizards. And it didn't kill a champ. But holy shit. Holy shit. I'm just going to be stuck here for a second. Holy shit. You guys could fast forward a minute or two, because I'm going to keep saying holy shit. Holy shit. That is insane. Oh my god. Anyways, close combat. Or, is it close combat? I think it is close combat. Close combat. He ends up killing the squig. The squig ends up doing, oh no, I'm sorry. That's the green moon. The green moon ends up killing a squig off too. Oh my god. Anyways, close combat over here. A-Rock ends up killing off 1 dude. They fail to do any wounds to the A-Rock. I have a charge and a wound. He has no wounds, but he has a banner. He's going to stick. He's going to go ahead and reform into a rank, so that way he doesn't have a... He can keep a steadfast for a while. And then over here, close combat, I just pick off 2 of his wizards. He hasn't... I mean, I have a whole orc horde against 2 wizards and a BSB. I failed to wound his BSB, I think. I think he might have challenged, maybe, or something like that. I don't remember how it goes. But I end up picking off his 2 wizards. His BSB lives somehow. And his BSB is going to go ahead and run away. And instead of chasing him, I think I turn... Oh, I think I do chase him, but he just got away. I'm pretty sure that's exactly what happened. Over here, impact hits did a wound, and the squigs go and they do another wound. He fails to wound the squigs. They actually beat the general, but the general's going to stick there for stubborn. And then over here, he's going to go ahead and continue tearing down my orcs. I end up failing my steadfast because I ran a little too far with my general and the BSB. So they're going to run away. When they run away, He ends up overrunning into my Rock Lobber here, and it's going to go ahead and start off his turn. Empire of the Sonnstahl turn 4. Empire of the Sonnstahl turn 4. Like I said, these guys did rally. They're charging it to my flank of my fucking trolls. God damn it. Stupid trolls. And he gets in, by the way. Magic Phase, he gets 6 power dice, and he goes ahead and he does, what is that? Valor's, something's blessing. Whatever it is, blessing onto him, his general. I don't even know what the fuck that does. He tried to do something to give himself something defensive. I'm just like, fuck that. I'm going to stop him. I want to kill him. Close combat over here. I end up puking up a wound onto him. He goes ahead and he does, like, 8 wounds again. Or, like, 6 wounds. Alright? And I regen a shit ton of them. Like, I think, like, 7 or 8. No, actually, no. He does kill off one guy. So he got 2 wounds through. But he was just like, dude, your regens are ridiculous. And I was like, I know. So he has a charge, a flank, and at least 2 wounds. And he doesn't have a banner anymore, so he's at 4. Alright? I did 1 wound, so I'm losing by 3. Okay? My general's right there. I pass it. He's like, fuck. I go ahead and, by the way, his BSB rallied. But I go ahead and try to reform facing them, and I fail. Oh shit. So the the trolls are facing the wrong way still. Over here he destroys my war machine, and then over here he ends up actually it's just a stalemate. Nothing happens. I think I might have killed one guy. He has a banner. He does have a musician, and he failed to call me out on this. But he forgot that he won the tiebreaker because he has a musician. And he figures it out in the next turn, actually. Over here, he ends up killing off one of my squigs. My squigs end up failing to kill his general. But I stick there because my general and my BSB are right there. And it's going to go ahead and start off turn 5 Orcs and Goblins. Turn 5 Orcs and Goblins. Here we go. Orc Horde into the freaking flank of his Demigryphs. And they get in. Boom! And I think I have to charge them because I'm in the forest anyways. So I just like, fuck it. Boom! Charge him. Oh, man, that's just going to be nasty. It's a cool picture, actually. I like that picture. And then Koopa's coming around and back this way. And it's going to go ahead and start off Magic Phase. Magic Phase got 6 power dice. Go ahead and I throw up Itching and Scratching onto these guys. And I get double 6s again. But I only threw 2 dice on it. So it's just like... So I go ahead and I do the template. And then boom! The template comes up. Big template. Big template. Fucks up my orcs. Ends up killing off... Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 orcs, okay? And ends up hurting 1 wound onto a troll. Doesn't do any wounds onto him. Get it off, and only did like -1 on their initiative. Whoop de fucking do. Anyways, no shooting, going into close combat. Close combat, I end up failing to wound any of his guys, and he just wins by a banner. That's it. And I am stubborn on a 6. I fail the 6. And the A-Rock runs away. Son of a bitch. What a waste. What a waste. Oh, man. Over here, his general ends up killing off the remaining squigs and turns around to face Koopa, which sucks. And then over here, close combat. My general goes, I think does a couple wounds. He doesn't do shit, I don't think. He might have killed a couple orcs, I think, maybe. Didn't really do much, but I end up just like destroying his unit with my orcs. He ended up killing, looks like 4 orcs, and then everybody else just killed off his knights, his griffins. And I'm gonna go ahead and turn around facing the forest, like so. It's gonna go ahead and start off turn 5, Empire of the Sonnstahl. Empire of the Sonnstahl, turn 5. He decides he's gonna charge into Koopa, and I'm like, where Koopa was 11 inches away from the board. So I'm like, as long as I roll anything under 11, it's going to make his charge incredibly hard to get to Koopa. And it would just fuck him up where I could kind of get my Orc Horde closer to his general. So I'm like, alright, fuck it, flee. So I go ahead and I flee. I'm like, anything but a 12. And what do I roll with Koopa? Well, first off, if I do let him charge me with Koopa, Koopa has only 1 wound until he dies, and he's going to take my abilities versus his, and his abilities kind of suck on purpose. My abilities, at least he'll have armor piercing and strength 4 or whatever, you know, so I'm just like, I'm going to flee. Again, keep him in the middle, keep him closer to my orcs and goblins, or orcs and trolls, and Koopa will probably be fine as long as he doesn't roll a 12. And I rolled triple 6s. You son of a bitch, Koopa. You sold out, Lando. You sold out. So Cooper runs away, you ass. Oh, man. And this is kind of how the table looks. He doesn't have any magic. He doesn't have any shooting. He has 2 griffins. One griffin's like tearing apart my war machine, and then the other griffin's facing down my orc horde. His BSB did rally, but his BSB's out of my line of sight, so it's going to go ahead and start off turn 6 Orcs and Goblins. Turn 6 Orcs and Goblins. I'm like, you know what? I set it up on purpose. I'm going to charge into his general, and he's like, there's nothing he could really do about it. So he's going to sit there, and I failed the charge. I needed like a 9, and I got like a 5 or something like that. So I go ahead and I just stumble into the forest. I move the trolls right next to them so that way I can't get like flanked by those knights over there. And magic phase, I got 10 power dice. I go ahead and I throw up Evil Eye, trying to kill off somebody. Fails. I go ahead and I throw up the Curse of the Green Moon, and I get it off, but didn't do shit. And it's going to go ahead and start off turn 6. Actually, I think he stopped it. It's going to start off turn 6, Empire of the Sonnstahl. I was like, you want to just call the game there? I'm in the forest. I got the objective. And, you know, whatever. And he's like, no. He's like, you're in the forest, and this is what I see. And I was like, oh, shit. He's charging his BSB in my ass. He's charging his Griffin into my front. And, guys, like, thinking about it, I'm in the forest. Even though it's the Frenzy Forest, I am not steadfast. So, he has +2 for the rear. +1 for the charge. Okay? So I'll have a 3 up right now against my 2 banners and 3 ranks. Okay? So right now I'm at 5 to his 3. Okay? So all he has to do is about 3 wounds, roughly. And he will break me, and then I'll also have -1 to hit, -1 because of his -1 to his, whatchamacallit, his fear, right? Even though my general causes fear too. So, I'm just like, ooh, that's bad. So he charges in, sandwiches me like so. Man, he moves everybody else up like this because he just wanted to get people in range for the magic spells. Magic phase, he got 6 power dice, and he goes ahead and he does, I don't know what this spell does. I can't read it. Anyways, it goes off, and I'm like, son of a bitch. So then he goes, challenge, and he's hoping I take the challenge with my champ. If I take the challenge with my champ, he'll do 4 wounds and whatever. And I'm like, you know what? My general accepts. It's risky. It really is risky. He could kill my general, fuck me up, and then fuck up my whole army. But my general has the best chance to save his life, get a ward save, and do great. So my general does. My general stays there. He goes ahead and he attacks. He does like 5 or 6 attacks, or however many attacks the damn Griffin does. And my general ward saves all but 1. His BSB in the back ends up killing off 2 of my guys, and I stick there. I think I actually win combat. He has a charge, a rear, 3 wounds. No, I lose combat by 1, but I stuck there. That is it, guys. Holy shit. Holy shit. It's another win for the Orcs and Goblins. Guys, I am undefeated at Buckeyes. Undefeated. I've gone 3 games in the team tournaments, and I've gone 4 games in the singles tournament, and I am undefeated. Holy shit. I have one more round to get through to see where I land. Now, right now, we're all kind of like, all the Orc and Goblin, but everybody's kind of like adding up points in their head. I've won this many points in the first round, this many points in the second round, this many points in the third round. So right now, for the Orcs and Goblin generals, I'm on top. I think Gene Phelps from Wargaming on the balcony, is on my ass. He's like a couple points just underneath me. I think like a point or 2 underneath me. And then under him is probably Joe from Hammer or Ben Nelson. So they're like, we're all on top, which is funny because we're all YouTubers too. But we're all like just kind of chasing each other, and I was just like, oh shit, this is getting close, this is getting tight. You know, it's kind of like, oh, what's going to happen? Now, MVP is very simple for me in this game. I gotta give so much credit to Baxter. Holy shit. That green mean moon. It's like, you know what? It was just disgusting. I feel like saying it like Mean Gene Okerlund or Hulk Hogan. You know what, Mean Gene? That was mean green. Brother. Anyways, holy shit. That Gobbo snapped. He destroyed a whole night bus. I have no other words for that. He destroyed a whole night bus. The The trolls kind of let me down on those charges, which kind of sucks. I wish I could give them Swift Stride somehow. I probably could if I give them a BSB who could just go ahead and run with the banner. Whatever. That's too much information. But, yeah. I got to give it to Baxter. The A-Rock, it kind of sucks that I lost him, or her. And it kind of sucks that I lost the Chicken Rock. But even so, I'm making off pretty solid. Let's see, where did I fall? I'm looking at the points. I ended up pulling off a 15-12 victory. He did get some objectives for charging out of the forest and early on in the game. And he ended up, again, like I said, the losing side, it really, I mean, they kind of give you scores for losing. So he didn't get a horrible loss. He actually got a pretty decent win. Just to let you know, my opponent right here, Joel, he ends up in 5th place overall. He actually ends up pretty high on the chart in Buckeye battles. So he ended up getting 3 massacre wins, and that pretty much did it. He did get a loss against me and a loss against Chris, but yeah, he did really well actually. So that list, I mean, to be honest, I had nothing really to face against his 2 Griffin Lords. His 2 Griffin Lords that are like Koopa. Should I have fled with Koopa? Probably not. I probably should just try to sit there and take it like a man, because he ended up falling off the table anyways. But yeah, just what can you do, you know? Anyways, I mean, who knew? Who knew I was gonna roll 666? That kind of sucks. You know what I mean? Anyways, guys. If you have any comments or feedback about this video, please leave it in the comment section below. Now, I'm going to go ahead and post this right now. I have a bunch of scores, and if you guys are confused at what you're looking at, okay, because I know the last one against the Vampire Night, Vampire accounts, people are going to look at the scores and they're going to be like, what the hell, everybody has 1,000 points, but the army's only 2,000 points. I count it as a cumulative score if there's multiple people attacking the same unit. So if, let's just say, the A-Rock is attacking a unit and the Chicken Rock is attacking the unit, and they wipe out a 500-point unit together, they both get a 500 points instead of splitting it, because I can't accurately tell who did what, who did how much damage. So so I give them the full point. So that's what you're looking at. So out of the parentheses is how many points that unit took this game, and then in the parentheses is how many points that unit took for the whole tournament so far, thus far. So we have one more round. Right now it looks like the Chicken Rock is in the lead for the most points. Let me see. The Orc Horde is pretty close. General, I think, might be closer, actually. I'm looking it up right now. Yeah, the General is really close. And then not far off is actually Baxter. Baxter has been doing ridiculous amount of damage. With those green moons, the mean moons, and yeah. Anyways, so that's what you guys are looking at, guys. I have less than a week before I go head to Greece, guys. So if you can, I have a PayPal donation button down below, as well as my GoFundMe account, guys. I need help getting there. I really got to thank Merrick Wolf. He not only is, I'm going to put his link of his Batman video down below, by the way. He made a Batman video to help promote my GoFundMe campaign, but it's hilarious. But besides that, he donated a huge donation, and I really got to give him a special thank you to that guy. I mean, I'm giving a thank you to everybody who's donated, period. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. You guys have really helped out, and I really appreciate all the donations I have. The GoFundMe page doesn't accurately describe exactly how much I've gotten donated, just because a lot of it was through PayPal. A lot of people actually sent me straight cash sometimes, and I have it all put up. I am over 50% of my goal as of this weekend. This weekend I did get like at least $700 in donations, honestly. So I am over 50% of my goal. I'm looking at the actual math right now. Oops, I have all the math from the friggin' numbers from earlier. Clear all that. Okay. Oops, there we go. I'm at 65% of my goal. 65% of my goal. Guys, that is great. That is awesome. 35% more to go, and I got like 5 or 6 days to do it. Please, guys, if you can,
$5, $10, anything helps. That's awesome. And again, thanks to everybody who's donated so far. You guys are awesome, and I really appreciate it. And I really appreciate Merrick for donating as much as he did. I really appreciate Once Bitten for doing that video explaining like we do this for free, but we love to entertain you guys, and those who watch our videos who are entertained by me and Once Bitten and all the other guys, that you realize that we have either a passion or a talent for doing what we do. I don't think I'm talented. I just think that I just kind of ramble at what I do, but I enjoy doing my videos. I do know I paint well. I do. But that's something I've been working on as a kid all the way till now. But as for I appreciate that you guys enjoy my storytelling. I appreciate that you guys enjoy my characters, and I appreciate that you guys enjoy how enthusiastic I am for this game, and I can't wait to do the ETC content. I got approached today by Pink Taco from Sweden, and Pink Taco wants me to represent the Ninth Age at ETC. He wants me to do a couple interviews and something else. I don't know. I really didn't read too much into what he said, but basically he wants me to go out there and start doing interviews with some of the gamers that are out there. I kind of agreed, just because why not? I mean, like, I don't know any other YouTubers who are going out there besides Blonde Beer, so why not? I know I have a lot on my plate as is going to ETC, but I want to give you guys content. I want you guys to see what goes on there. I want you guys to know what's going on. And the thing is, that's also why I need your help, because this shit's expensive, man. And I gotta make this trip worth it, so I could hopefully go again next year. If I could go again next year, that'd be wonderful. But I don't. That really depends on how I do in this tournament. Hopefully, at ETC I could do something like I'm doing at Buckeyes, because Buckeyes I'm actually going undefeated. You guys have to wait to see the last game though. You got to see Game 5. Game 5 against Highborn Elves, against another guy from North Carolina. Or is he from Virginia? I don't know. Anyways, guys, I hope you're enjoying this. I enjoy making them. And leave any comments or feedback down below. I will see you guys in the next video. I think I said everything. I said the MVP. I said Grease. I said whatever. I don't even know. Anyways, I'm out of here. I gotta go home. I can't believe I'm still at work right now, actually. Take care and peace, bitches. Nah, just kidding. Peace.